List time. Ah, man. That's the stuff, man.
Morning. You've seen it?
Yeah, we have seen it, man. First wait. First copy down those questions. Okay. Yeah?
Have you finished copy?
No, first wait. Give me on 2 minutes.
Yes, good morning, class.
Morning, sir.
Sorry for the delay, but it's good I've found you doing some good work. Noel, you are sharing your screen. That is very good. Can I assume that you have now done that work? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Please, when you finish it, you upload and send me that work.
Sir, I must not attend last lesson.
Hey, you didn't attend the last lesson. How many are we online? Let me just check here.
Sir, I must not attend the last lesson. Not get the work.
You didn't get the work, eh? Okay. I hope you can now find it on the e-learning platform.
Okay, sir.
You'll find it there and you do it in your free time. Okay?
Yes, sir.
But can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. That is what we looked at even in the last lesson. That is good. This is what we looked at even the last lesson. And many of us were not there. We were almost 2 people. We will not get tired of going through. However, please, in your free time, please liaise with your friends, and you're also on the platform. You will do this work. Feel free to get in touch with me to ask me any question where you don't understand. Okay?
Body monitor.
Yes, you can see some of these components. Can you see them?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This was not there in the last lesson.
Sir, I wasn't there.
Who is that?
Wasn't there.
Me, my friend Benon.
Oh, Benon, we missed you in the last lesson.
Yeah, there wasn't power this side.
Yeah, there was a problem with the power.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Was the whole of Ginger.
The whole of Ginger. Actually, even us, we had problems here at school. But we still had to continue with the lesson. However, Benon, can you see this one?
Yes, sir.
What is this one?
That is the CPU.
Sure.
The motherboard.
Motherboard.
Motherboard. Okay. That is very good. What about this one?
Which one?
This one I'm pointing at.
CD-ROM drive.
The hard disk.
This is the hard disk. Oh, God.
Yeah.
What of this one? Who can try? Who can try that one? This one here. Okrut, are you there?
Yes, sir.
I'm also seeing Rudy. Rudy.
Yes, I am.
Rudy, tell me, what is this one? Can you see this that I'm pointing at?
Yes, sir.
What is this
Yes.
one? How do you call it?
Yes.
Okay. Opio, can you try? Rudy has failed. Opio, you unmute yourself and you tell us. Okrut, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What is this one?
Floppy disk.
This one? Mafari. Oh, Mafari, are you present? Members, this is what we call the RAM. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, this is called RAM. What is RAM in full? Rudy?
Random access.
Yes, memory.
Memory, very good. Okay. Rudy, what about this one that I'm pointing at? Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is what we
Not really.
a heat sink. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Heat sink. What is the other name?
Yes, sir.
What is the other name of the heat sink? Rudy?
Floppy drive. Sir, I've never seen it before.
Oh, sorry. This is the other name is fan. The fan, okay?
Yes.
It's a fan. I believe you have been touching your laptops, desktops, and sometimes you realize that the system unit or where the processor sits is very hot, okay? And
Yes,
that component inside there is the one that is responsible for regulating, okay, that heat. Are we together? So it cools it down. That's why inside here on top we are seeing a fan, okay? But
Yes,
in
sir.
there is where we have the processor. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this processor here, you remember we're talking about the processing devices, where we say that the processor, okay, or the CPU is the main brain of the computer, okay? And the CPU, as we said, has three major components. What are those components? We have the ALU. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes, we have the control unit. We are talking about the CPU. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Then the last one is what?
Register.
The register.
Register.
Yes.
Very good, very good, very good. So those components, I was just bringing them in because of this particular component, this one here. But you can see that on top here, this black that you can see, this
Yes,
is
sir.
a fan or the heat sink. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
But inside here is where we are having our CPU. That's why some people mistake that this casing here, that this is the CPU. No, it's not the CPU. Are we together? This is called what? A system unit. Are you seeing this one?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So, as I normally tell you in class, that please, when you are near people, don't even mention, especially if there are output devices near you. Okay? They will laugh at you. Rudy, are you getting me?
Yes.
Yeah, this one, it is a system
Yes, I
unit, not a CPU. Very good. Now, what about this one? What
the
about
keyboard.
the keyboard? Very good. So,
Keyboard.
the keyboard. Have you taken time to look at the arrangement of the keys on the keyboard?
Yes, maybe.
Are the keys in alphabetical order?
No, sir. No,
Or
they
are
aren't.
they not in that order? There is a special term given to that order of the keyboard. Are we together?
Yes.
And that order is somewhere here. Somewhere here. There is
Yeah, it's Q,
W,
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 E, T, Y.
R, T, Y. Are we together?
yes.
And that is what we call quartet. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
The order of the keys on the keyboard. Okay. Who can tell me the function of this keyboard? The function? To enter data. How to get
Yes, sir.
enter data into the computer. Now, you're welcome. I see the people are still joining in, but as we wait for them, we need to proceed. Members, can you see this one? What about this?
The CD.
The CD-ROM.
Okay, and CD in full is a compact
This.
disk. Good. Okay, let's proceed. I hope there is no item here we have left out. Oh, there is a mouse here. And in an exercise that I gave you last time, of course, I expect feedback from that assignment on the e-learning platform. Please keep checking in there in our
Yes, sir.
Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I don't want to take you to this one. Okay, this is what I wanted. Can you see it very well?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What is not clear? I think many things here are very clear. We talked about the RAM, okay?
Yes.
Where the RAM sits. This part here, this blue part you are seeing, is the expansion slot or RAM. So, in case your computer, the speed is low, it depends on the amount of RAM that is on the amount of RAM. Okay, so the RAM actually increases speed. Are we together, members?
Yes.
Yes. So in case, for example, the speed, it keeps on freezing, and you're not enjoying the computer. There's a time you can sit on a machine and you're like, man, I normally see people complaining in class. The thing is too slow. Okay. But you've not asked yourself, where is the problem? It's because you had not looked at some of these components here. Are we together, members?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now we have
Yes,
just
sir.
the heat sink. Are you seeing this part?
Yes.
This part, this is the heat sink. And down there, I say there is a processor. Okay?
Yes.
CPU
Yes,
sits down here. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Who can tell us this one? Noel.
Yes, sir. That's the CMOS.
CMOS. Okay. Rudy, do you know CMOS in full? Rudy?
Complementary metal oxide semiconductor.
Pardon?
Complementary metal oxide
Yes, sir.
semiconductor.
Very good. Complementary metal oxide semiconductor. Very good. We can move on. I'm looking out for the very important ones. With others are resistors, capacitors. Can you see this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sometimes this is a video slot. Okay. Sometimes you may
Yes, sir.
want. Some people have turned, by the way, their desktops at home into television. Okay. You can put a TV card here. Okay. A TV card, and you are able to actually watch TV again on what? On a desktop. Okay.
Yes, sir.
On. Yes. Those of you that missed last time, in the initial stage when we started our lesson, I talked about the three components that make up a microprocessor. Okay. So these are the three sections you can see here. Members, when we are here, you mute yourself, unmute yourself. If you want you ask anything. Okay. If there is no question, we continue. However, we can see, I know you are aware that I'm a fan of this color, but we just used it for purposes of learning. Okay, so this is our CPU, and these are the components. You can see the control unit, we can see the arithmetic logic unit, and then the register. Are we together? Are we together, members?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In case you have a question, please you put up your hand. You can see this is still a motherboard. Okay. Also having what we have just looked at, especially the expansion slots. Okay. Where even other standard peripheral devices where we have the screen, the keyboard, the hard drive, where they are connected so that they can work and perform and use them. Okay. There are some colors here. We use the colors. Use colors for purposes of understanding. Okay. You can see here blue. What is this blue? We can see the ISA. Okay. These are slots. We have the PCI slots. We have the connectors, the colors. These colors are representing. Okay. So in case you find you go on the motherboard and you find these colors, these are the meanings of these colors. Are we together? We are moving on. This is now more clear, I think. Okay. You can see, you just press these white. Are you seeing these white buttons?
sir.
Yes. In case you want
Yes,
to
sir.
fit, you touch those two buttons and you press them widely, then the RAM comes out. And when you are putting the RAM back, you simply hold it and you fit it in here. Okay. When you're putting it back, you don't need to press these white buttons. Okay. So this is where our RAM sits on a motherboard. So we have said that there are 4 short slots for the CIMM memory. So memory, this is our memory. The 4 of them. You can increase. Some computers have 40. Okay. The capacity 40 GB. Others, there are those of 128. Okay. So in case you keep on increasing, we have even those of 80. Okay. So you increase according to your pocket. I can see Richard raising his hand. Yes, please.
So how is it increasing?
How is it increased? It is by adding more RAM. Okay. You can put here one piece of RAM. How to get? Then if you want to increase its speed, you now add a second one. Are you now getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then if you feel still that is not the speed that for you as an individual you want, you can add the fourth one, the third one, sorry, and the fourth one respectively. Okay, so that is how you add the RAM. Looking at the keyboard, this one normally behind there is we find it. You find it at the back of your system unit. This keyboard plug is where the keyboard attaches through the back of the computer. So you check at the back. Always there is a keyboard plug where you're supposed to put the keyboard. We also have the power connections. This is where the power supply connects, especially to the motherboard. We also have the processor socket. It is visible, okay? And here, the place where the processor plugs into the motherboard, okay? Well, we talked about the heat sink. We can see that you still can't see it because on top of it is a heat sink and fan. You remember we talked about the heat sink in the beginning. So in case you cannot see this processor, because on top of it, there is a heat sink. Are we together, members? And we say that it controls the processor. Here I've mentioned that processor cool, keeps the processor cool. Okay? All processors make mistakes or even melt important parts on the chip. So I think you have also realized the function or importance of the heat sink, especially on our processor. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we are here. There's an additional statement that they are in different sizes. So the socket on the motherboard has to match with the processor. When you are going to buy, you need to check if it can actually fit or if they match. In case they don't match, please don't procure or buy anything. If not, consult where need be. Okay. Members, this is the RAM we have been talking about. We say that this is the one that you increase, you add in case you want to increase the speed of your what? Your computer. So RAM is a type of memory that accesses faster than main memory. The main memory here we are talking of is the hard drive, okay? But that only stores data while the computer is turned on. So this RAM here stores data when the computer is turned on. When it is off, it is not responsible for that. That means the hard disk will be able to keep or store the program. So it is normally used to store programs that your computer is currently running. Okay. So for example, here, which programs are we running? Which programs can you see that we are doing maybe?
Zoom.
Pardon?
Zoom.
Yes, Zoom. Okay, so meaning that it's a program now that we are actually using. On my side, I'm also using PowerPoint. Okay, that means I'm using Microsoft programs. Okay, to be able to present to you this work that we can be able to see. Okay, so meaning that this RAM right now is the one helping me to hold these programs into memory, okay, and is keeping them to run. So RAM is divided in two small blocks. We can see when we get back. Let me get back here. Sorry, I want to just see something. Are you seeing this part? This is a block that we are talking about. This part here.
Yes, sir.
And then this part. Okay. So when you're holding your RAM, you should make sure that the bigger block here, this is smaller compared to this one. Okay. So even when you're trying to put it, don't again interchange it, that the small side again fits here, it will not enter. Actually, you'll be spoiling your RAM. Understood? Understood? So we are saying RAM is divided into small blocks of data, each of which can be accessed by a unique number. This unique number is the one we call the address. Okay. Okay. We said you can see here. This is what? What is this one? Sharif Mafabi, please. Richard, are you seeing this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What
sir.
that one?
Monitor.
The monitor.
The monitor.
What do you use a monitor for? What do you use a monitor for? I believe for seeing or getting an output. So this computer screen is used for outputting information, okay, in a way that you can understand. Are we together? We also have the storage devices.
Hello?
Sorry, my internet here had gone off. Yep, but I was asking if we can be able to,
Hello? Hello?
can you be able to see this one?
Yes, sir.
How do we call that?
Hello? Hello?
Can't see anything yet.
It is not shared.
Are we together?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
We can
Hello?
see you now.
you can see. Floppy
Okay.
disk.
Ah,
Only that we have moved away from this type of discs, and that's why we are now using the compact discs. These ones, some of the disadvantages, it is very, very.
So we are only seeing you.
Pardon?
yeah, we're only seeing you. We're only seeing you.
Your screen is not shared.
It is off.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we haven't screen shared.
Let me do it. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. I believe you can now see this. I was saying, can we now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I was just saying that some of the disadvantages of this floppy disk or the diskettes, one of the disadvantages is that it is very slow. Altogether, because its capacity, you can imagine it is normally 1.4 megabytes. Okay, meaning that is very, very, very slow. We cannot even, it cannot help us. Okay, you know how big some of your songs are, the ones you have in your phones. Even the cost, it is cheap. Though we are not looking at something being very cheap. Remember, cheap things are later on expensive. How many will you end up buying anyway? Okay. The hard disk here. I remember one of you gave us the answer that this is the hard disk. Someone may think that this is we have a CD here. No, this is just the whole of it is a hard disk. Okay, but when we go in details, we are going to look at all these, okay, parts so that you can also know them. And we are saying that the hard disk is actually very fast. Okay, the speed of the hard disk is often quoted as average. Are we together, members?
Yes, sir.
Also,
Yes, sir.
the capacity, I told you that normally they are 40 GB and even 80 GB. So you choose which one you want to put. Okay. So in case it is full, because this is permanent memory, in case it is full, you can even add another hard disk also. Okay. So that you are able to store whatever you want. Of course, the costs are falling rapidly, and normally the cheapest way of storing data is by use of the hard disk. So, of course, even many of us have now changed. I know you have advanced how you keep your what? Your information or your data. Okay. I know many of you are using Google Drive and so on to keep your information. Richard, can you see this one? Richard? Richard, can you see? Benon?
Yes, please, sir.
Okay. This one is the CD-ROM drive.
I can't hear you.
You cannot hear me?
Your network is cutting.
My network.
Yes.
Okay. But are you
It's
now
going on and off.
Yes, sir. It's now better.
It's now clear?
Yes.
You know, the problem is we are above the sea level this side, being at the hill. So I am saying that this is a CD-ROM drive. They are, of course, this is where the CDs go. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
and data is normally written on the CD. How is it written on the CD? That term is called burning. Okay, burning. Okay.
Yes.
I want to move.
Yes, sir.
I want to, and this one there is something. Okay, that is what we covered the last time, members. For those that were not there, are we together?
Yes.
Yes. I want now to take you. I want to take you to something else. I want to share with you something different. Okay. Sorry. Okay, can you see this? Are you able to see this one?
Yes, sir.
You are able to see?
Yes.
Yes. I want you to.
Our Charles, presented by Mr. Abdul Charles.
That is what you're seeing.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes.
see department.
Oh. Okay. Okay, that is what I want you to see. Are you now seeing that table?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we can see it now.
You can now see it.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, I want us to discuss on how to come up with that table. And in your free time, I want you to draw it the way it is. And you send for me that work. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes. We can see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay. Why is this one appearing so thick? Which term do we use to call that? Yes, no?
You bold.
Pardon?
Bold.
Bold. Okay. So, meaning that in this table, we are going to learn bolding. What about this one here? Can you see this? This text? Benon, can you see this one? Who can tell us the term in which this text is aligned?
Pardon, sir?
This text here, I also want it to be like this, but I don't know which term can we call it?
A font.
Font? Okay, you have given us another term, though I'm looking for another one. Yes, Noel?
So, is it font direction?
Font direction? Okay, it is called text direction. Text direction, good. So, I want us to do this one here. Can we do it together?
Yes, sir.
We do it together.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
We have Monday. We are going to draw very fast. Have you also drawn the table already? Have you drawn your table? Who has drawn the table? Sorry, my network is disturbing, but We have to move on. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm just trying to draw. I hope you have also drawn yours.
Yes.
Okay. I'm using this method. You could have used another method. I'm using a pencil. I hope you can see the pencil.
Are you screen sharing?
So we can't see.
You cannot see?
Yeah, we can't.
We can't see anything.
Okay, sorry about that. You're going to see just in a second. Okay. You know, when network keeps on going off, becomes a problem, but let me screen share this one. Okay. This is what I'm drawing. Eh? Are you now able to see?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm just drawing mine, but very fast. We shall change other things. Members, where there is a mistake, you let me know. Is this one like this? Is this one? Okay. Mine may not be perfect, but of which I want the main aspects to be learned. How to get? Especially when it comes to the text being entered here. When you want to bold this one, you just control what? B. All right. I'm increasing its font also. Okay. This is Tuesday. Monday. We have Wednesday. Okay. This is size 36, 36, sorry. And it is bold. Okay, I can change the font size to Arial Black according to what is in the table. Are we together, members? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I think 36 is too big.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, maybe there. Now we want this text. Which text was here?
Yes, sir.
Which text is supposed to go here?
There is 800 to 830.
It is what?
Then the first block, in the first block, this other side it's 800. But if yes, there. 800.
Okay, guys, are you seeing these lines here? Huh? These lines. We want to remove these ones.
Where?
So what I do is to
There is
this line out together, and then I look for merge cells. Okay. I've removed that. I want the word. Is it enjoy? Is it
enjoy your career.
enjoy your career. So I look for text direction, and then I come and change it here. I say, okay. Let me change its size because it is too big. Enjoy your what? Your career. Guys, have you seen how I've changed my text? Yes?
Yes, sir.
So that means the other ones, these ones become easy. What is down here in our table?
Break.
Is what?
Break.
Break.
It is break. So we break. Okay, we want to remove these lines. Who can tell me how to? We want to remove these ones.
Break. Break is the one down there.
Okay, and we want to remove these lines. How do we call that? We want to merge this out together. So I highlight and I right click. Then I look for merge cells. Tap. So I write my word break. Break. That is all network, but don't give up. We are about to finish our lesson. Can you see anything there? So we write the word break here. I'm making it bigger. Remember, my network is unstable, but don't worry. You can make it thick. Depending on what is in our question. Are we together, members? You can Control E, make it in the center, put it in the center. So I think from this explanation, you can now fill in this other one. Are we together? Are we together?
Yes.
Yes. So that means in this particular practical number, we have learned how to bold. We have learned how to change the text direction. We have also learned how to mail merge. Are we together? Mail merge. Also to enter data. We have also learned how to enter data. And also how to draw the table. Draw the table. Members, what else have you learned there? Oh, we can even change the color, not so?
Yes.
Who can change the color of Tuesday to red? The color of Tuesday to red?
Sir,
Yes. Can you direct me?
first highlight it.
I highlight it.
Pick the color.
Then I look for font color. Yes. For color.
Yes, the color you want.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, very good. Thank you very much. Members, I expect you to now do that work. This one here. Since it is time, I expect you to finish this work.
Yes.
Okay, you fill in all these words the way it is drawn. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And please, you send me.
Yes.
You send for me the work, so that I look at it. Are we together?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, I want to thank you for attending this lesson. Please encourage all your friends to also always come and change and attend our lesson.
So I have a question.
Please ask. Please ask.
If they ask you, okay, if it's a practical, is it that you're supposed to part do it alone, then leave the them, then you go to part B, you also copy the same work, go to part B and do it on another different part, not doing the same practice on one thing, one work.
Your question is not clear because there is an echo. Maybe you write for me in the chat. You write for me that question in the chat so that I can answer you immediately.
Baby class.
Hello?
This is the reading room. This is our home reading room.
So, members, hello? Rudy? Rudy? Members, you can see these other questions.